What's up, guys? Welcome to Learn How Business Strategy Live session number 8. In this episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about my New Year's resolutions, and I'm also going to share some of my thoughts on keeping New Year's resolutions. Now, I know that New Year's resolutions every year are that thing that we get so hyped about and so excited about, but then, a month later, 2 months later, we have totally forgotten what we said we were going to do in January. And then November, December rolls around and we're just, flying by the seat of our pants, doing whatever it is that we do. But I want to talk a little bit briefly in this episode about my personal thoughts on New Year's resolutions and what I'm doing a little bit differently this year that I guess I haven't done in the past as far as trying to be better at keeping my New Year's resolutions. First of all, if you are stopping by the live chat, please leave a comment and let me know just one of your New Year's resolutions. I don't care if it has anything to do with online business. If that is to, work out at the gym every day or make your bed every morning, get up early, whatever it is, I'm always interested to see what other people are doing differently every year or setting goals differently every year as part of their New Year's resolutions. I just want to talk briefly about, I guess, what my online business resolutions are this year. I'm going to show you really quickly. If you're watching on YouTube or watching the replay, you're going to be able to see this. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I'll just talk you through it here really quickly. So I'm going to open up Evernote. This is kind of the app that I use on my computer to take notes, to stay organized for some different things with my online business. Right here, I've put on my YouTube yearly goals. These pretty much, I guess, would be like my New Year's resolutions for the upcoming year as far as what my yearly goals are. In 2017, I started my Learn How YouTube channel. I think my first video was published in February. I think it was February 11th to be exact. So it wasn't quite a full year, but it was almost a full year. In 2017, I had 83,000 views total for the entire year, about 11 months worth of videos. And I made a whopping $133 from YouTube AdSense. That's from ads appearing on my videos. And by the end of the year, I had 1,000 subscribers. So that was, a big achievement for me to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of my first year. Now, last year in 2018, I was able to push my YouTube views from around 80,000 views for the year to 1,080,000 views for the year. So I had 1 million more views last year than I did in my first year. And that translated to just over $3,500 in YouTube AdSense revenue. So that's money coming from ads, at the beginning of videos or, banners, stuff like that. YouTube AdSense. And I also had 9,472 subscribers gained that year. So that's like how many subscribers I gained during the year. So now I have a total of over 10,000 subscribers. So I gained 9,000. So right here, if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to be able to see my goals for 2019. I have 3 goals as far as like YouTube goes for my YouTube channel. My first goal is to get 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So to have over 40,000 subscribers. My second goal is to have 5 million views total for my channel. So I'm already at 1 million. So by the end of the year, I want to be at 5 million. And then I would like to have acquired $15,000 in YouTube AdSense revenue by the end of the year. So those are some pretty big jumps. I mean, from 2018, that's, 4x in views. That is 4x in subscribers and about 5x in YouTube AdSense revenue. So to chart this, I made this little table here in Evernote where it's month by month. So every month, I've kind of done the math here to say I need, on average, 2,500 subs per month, 333 per month, and an average of $1,250 in YouTube AdSense revenue per month in order to hit my year-end goal. So every month, I'm just going to track. I'm going to track how many subs I gained that month, how many views I had that month, and how much money I made from YouTube AdSense revenue every month. And every month, I'll just track that to see how I'm doing as far as if I'm on pace, if I'm growing, what I need to do to get to the end of the year. Now, I want to talk really quickly, I guess, about why I chose those goals for my YouTube channel. So let me go back really quickly here to Evernote. So why did I choose? I know we're talking about resolutions, but resolutions, goals, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. So why did I choose those 3 goals? I tell people a lot, to choose a goal that you can control. But it seems like these goals are really out of my control. Like I can't control who subscribes. I don't control really who watches, and I don't control how much money YouTube gives me for videos. So why did I choose these 3 goals? Well, the reason that I chose these 3 goals are, first of all, they're all very, very measurable. They're very easy to measure. I'm a numbers guy, so I like things that are very analytical, black and white numbers. The purpose behind choosing these 3 goals is that this will drive me to be innovative with my online business. That's the big, I guess, key here is these numbers I feel like are reachable based on some projections I've done with Social Blade and some other analytical tools. I feel like they're attainable, but they're going to push me to be innovative and think outside the box. That's what I like about picking goals like this is it forces you to adapt, it forces you to improve, and it forces you to try new things and get better. If I do the same thing I'm doing right now, or I guess, sorry, the same thing that I did all last year, I'm not going to reach these goals. So I'm forced to think, what am I going to do differently? What do I need to do to take this to the next level so that I can reach my goals? It forces me to try new things, forces me to try new software, to invest more in new tools, to think outside the box, to try new ideas. And so that's why I love these 3 goals, is it really makes me think day to day. I have big goals this year. I got to do something different. I got to try new things. I got to do something different than I did last year. Otherwise, I'm not going to hit my goals. And that's what keeps you adapting. That's what keeps you with that innovative mindset, thinking of new things to try. So going back here to, let me go back really quickly here to my YouTube channel. So as of right now, let's see, I'm at like 11,000 subscribers. I wonder if I can pull up my analytics here to show you if you are watching on YouTube. I just want to kind of talk through this month really quickly to show you, I guess, where I'm at. So like, let's see realistically, as of halfway through the month, if I am going to reach my goals or not, or if I'm on track already. Because I want to see, I'm curious to see as far as subscribers, if I'm getting, what were my averages? My averages were 2,500 subscribers, 333,000 views, $1,250. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the last month, the next closest complete month. I had 190,000 views in December. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. Okay, should be able to see this now. Okay, so I had 190,000 views in December. I need 300,000. So I'm gonna have to pick that up by over 100,000 views month to month. So that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. Revenue, I had $780 in YouTube AdSense revenue in December, and I need $1,250. So that's almost doubling that. And what was the last thing? Subscribers. I got 1,570 subscribers, and I need, let's see, I need 2,500 subscribers. So yeah, as of December, I am definitely far behind. But the thought process there is that, yeah, right off the bat in January, February, March, I'm probably going to be behind the average. But the hope is that if I keep growing at a consistent rate at the end of the month, at the end of the year, I hopefully will be well above the average, so that all in all, it averages out to be, what those averages were: 2,500, 300,000 views, $1,250 a month. So that's what I'm striving for as far as my New Year's resolutions with my YouTube channel. So those were some numbers, guys. And I don't want to be like, all numbers and think, that we're just talking about what my numbers are, what I'm trying to do. I want to share some other, I guess, resolutions that I've had. These aren't like super written in stone for me, like, oh, I have to, keep these resolutions. Otherwise, my business is going to flop or whatever. These are just new things that I'm doing that are really, helping me out so far this year. What's up, Tanya Martinez? I don't know if I'm so sorry if I just butchered your name. Thanks for stopping by on YouTube. Appreciate the comment. One thing that I've just started doing now in January is I'm actually waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, or I should say every week morning, because my wife, she would kill me if I had to wake up, or if I woke up at 5 a.m. on the weekends. But every weekday I'm waking up at 5, between 5 and 5:30. I'm up, I'm hustling, I'm working on my business before work. I get the question still to this day, dude, do you work from home? How does this work? I usually work from home 1 day a week, sometimes 2 days a week. I use my 1 day a week of working from home as a film day. So that's the day I film a bunch of videos, batch produce content. I talk about that in another live episode. But then the rest of the week I'm at work, just like everyone else. I commute to work. It's about 45-minute commute both ways. And so, yeah, I got to make the most of my mornings. Waking up at 5:30 has seriously been so good for me. I've been so consistent with some different morning routines. I'm going to talk a little bit more about my morning routine in another episode coming up, but it's helped me out a lot. I feel so good. I used to feel so tired, like waking up at 7, waking up at 8. I felt so tired. And to be honest with you, I feel tired when I wake up at 5. But that was my thought process. I kind of had this aha, like, you know what? I'm tired if I wake up at 7. I'm tired if I wake up at 5. Might as well wake up at 5 and get some stuff done, like get ahead, work a little bit harder, get ahead in the game. And the surprising thing is with that mindset change, I've actually had more energy. I haven't been tired as much throughout the day, even though I'm waking up earlier. I do go to bed earlier. I go to bed at like 9:30 versus 10:30 or 11, but I've found more consistent energy throughout the day, which has been really good for me. One other resolution that I've had that I've really wanted to do this upcoming year is I've wanted to read a book a week. And I already started off terrible with this resolution because it took me 2 weeks to read my first book of the year. That was the Ask Gary Vee book, which was a good read. Right now, though, I am on How to Win Friends and Influence People. That text might be backwards for you, but it's by Dale Carnegie. It's an old school book, but this is a must read. I'm like halfway through it right now, and seriously, it is amazing. Whether you're doing online business or not, there's so much in this book that just applies to life in general, but so much that applies to online business. There's so many things in here that I'm really excited to implement with my online business as far as interacting with other people. So yeah, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Highly recommend it so far. Like I said, I'm about halfway through that book, trying to read a book a week. Knowledge is power, guys. I've learned so much over the past couple of years just reading a ton of books. I've learned more, dare I say, reading books in the last couple of years than I learned in school up until I was 23. That's just the power of knowledge. Like just wanting to learn about something really changes your perspective about it, and it really motivates you to actually do something about it. So yeah, those are my goals or resolutions, I guess. I'm waking up early, reading a book a week, and then I've got those YouTube goals for my business. I didn't want to, get super crazy and be like, oh, I've got this huge laundry list of resolutions, because I didn't want to get stuck not being able to focus on all of them. I figure, hey, if I can focus on these things, everything else is going to take care of itself. Now, I want to talk a little bit briefly in this episode as well about keeping your New Year's resolutions. I actually read I believe it was in the Ask Gary Vee book, in a section about goals or something. And he quoted someone as saying, on average, it takes us 17 days to forget our New Year's resolutions. So if it took 17 days as of recording this live session, tomorrow we are all due to forget all of our New Year's resolutions, or like end them or quit them or something like that. So yeah, we got one more day left, guys, to push through, reach our goals, reach our resolutions. Otherwise, it's all going down the drain. I'm just kidding. It doesn't really have to be like that. But unfortunately, that's really what it is for a lot of people. So how can we do better of keeping our New Year's resolutions? And if we want to apply this to online business, how can we keep our goals or reach our goals for the end of 2019 for our online business? The big aha moment for me, the big thing that changes it all for me as far as keeping your resolutions, reaching your goals, is one, to write it down. Obviously, write it down somewhere you're going to see it often. That's on your phone, your computer, the mirror in your bathroom. I like the mirror in your bathroom idea because you see that every day. Write it down somewhere you can see it. The other thing is to focus on daily activities that reach your goal. If you have a big year-end goal, that's totally fine, but focus on day-to-day activities that will help you reach your goal. So whether that's, committing to posting on Twitter once a day, every day, or Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is, or writing a blog article once a day, or, posting a video once a day, whatever your daily task is, whatever your daily thing is that you can do and focus on that will help you reach your goal, that is what you should be focusing on. Even if that's like saying, I'm going to work 1 hour every day on my business from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Whether, what you do during that hour, it's obviously going to change day to day. That's why I don't like to get super set in stone and like, I'm going to do this every day and this every day and this every day and this every day. A better goal would just be, I'm going to actually work for an hour a day. Let's start there. And the rest of the stuff is going to take care of itself. So focus on the day-to-day tasks. Think about, what's your goal in this upcoming year with your online business? If you're just getting started, if you've been doing it for a while, how are you going to take it to the next level? Got a question here from Maddie. What's up, Maddie? I'm a high schooler trying to get extra money. What should I do? Man, I totally wish that I would have started something in high school. Starting an online business, in my personal opinion, is like investing in the stock market. The sooner you do it, the greater the return. If you start investing in the stock market when you're 18, you're going to have like exponentially more money when you're 50 than if you start when you're 25. You can look up the math online. Like, the numbers are insane. Look up compounding interest and how it changes depending on when you start investing. But to answer your question, first of all, the fact you're asking this question in high school means you're so much further ahead than so many other people out there who, wait till they're 25, graduated from college, and hate their job to get started with online business. As a high schooler, the number one thing that I would recommend you do is find an online business that you can work on for an hour a day from your computer. I didn't have a computer when I was in high school, so I don't really know what it's like for you guys today. I don't know if high schoolers have their own computer or a family computer, or maybe you just have a phone. I had like a flip phone in high school, so like it wasn't even an option. Like, we didn't have social media. Like, that wasn't even a thing. But find something you can do 1 hour a day from your computer. There's so many options out there. There's drop shipping, there's YouTube channels, there's blogs. Those are probably what I would suggest for like a teenager getting started out of high school. Is I would focus on some sort of influencer type of online business, because you have time on your side. That's the big thing with like social media, is you have time on your side. It takes time to build those accounts. But as a 16, 17-year-old, imagine if you were to start now with a YouTube channel. We'll stick to YouTube since I'm on YouTube. Imagine you're 17 years old and you start a YouTube channel right now. It's probably going to take, let's say it takes 5 years for a YouTube channel to get to 100,000 subscribers. We'll be conservative. You start when you're 17. When you're 22, you're still super young. You're going to have a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers. You're going to have so many options on the table. With 100,000 subscribers, you can easily be making a full-time income. But that is still like, I'm still saying with the option of going to college, you can still go to college and build a YouTube channel for an hour a day or less, even a couple hours a week. You can still be building your YouTube channel while you're going to college. If you don't want to go to college, you can still be building your YouTube channel while you're working. But the nice thing is about starting now is you don't really have a lot of risk and responsibility. You probably don't have a spouse. You probably don't have kids. You probably aren't paying rent if you're living with your parents. So you have time on your side. You can afford to take the risks. And the nice thing about doing something like YouTube is it doesn't cost you a lot of money. You don't need thousands of dollars to go, invent a product over in China and get it manufactured. I didn't have any money in high school. All I had was my time. So YouTube, all it takes is your time. Building a blog or website, all it takes is your time. Taking photos for Instagram, it just takes time. And you have time on your side. So you just got to be consistent day in and day out while you're in high school, building that influence on those social media platforms. Now, if you do need money right now, I know that my answer kind of was like, yeah, this is what I would do if I was 17. I'd build a YouTube channel, and then in 5 years, I'd be making serious money. But that first year, you're probably not making a lot of money. So if you're in high school and you're like, I really need money like right now, then honestly, you should just go get a job. That's the best advice I can give. If it's like, I need extra money right now, I'm in high school, I'm going to tell you to go find a job. Now, you're probably going to get paid a crappy hourly wage of like $7 or $8 an hour. But if you do need money now, like immediately, that's probably your best option. But if if you're building for the long term and thinking, when I'm 21, 22, I want to be making $5,000 a month instead of, $500 a month working at Best Buy, then I would start building some sort of influence on some type of social platform or blog. So I hope that kind of answers your question, Maddie. I know that was kind of a tangent we went off on right there from the title of this episode. But if you guys have questions for me, I just really enjoy kind of, talking through different ideas and things with you on these business strategy lives. That's what we're here to do, is we're here to strategize about our online businesses. I'm going to be actually doing some more videos about making money for teenagers. I actually wrote that right here in my Evernote. I don't know if you can see this, but I write down thoughts and impressions as I read and as I have ideas. And one of my things that I wrote here was, how can I help teens make money online? So yeah, that is something that I'm definitely interested in doing more of on my channel, is thinking about, how can I help these teenagers in high school and college who maybe don't have a ton of money to invest up front, get started to build something cool, so that when they are done with school and they're like, these jobs out there suck, I want to do something fun that I actually like. They already have something built, ready to roll, and they're just going to seamlessly transition into the real world without having to, get a crappy job. So yeah, I'll be talking a little bit more about that on the episode. All right, guys, if you like this episode, it would really mean a lot to me, if you shared it with someone, or if you're watching the replay, feel free to leave a comment. I really appreciate you guys and everything you're doing to help me build my online business. I'm in this just like you guys, I definitely have not made it yet, still working at it, but I'm extremely motivated in what I'm doing. And it's amazing. Once you start to see a little bit of momentum, guys, it just gets you really excited, and you wake up pumped and ready to go at 5 a.m. because you can see the future and you can see what you're building. So if you haven't started your online business yet, I'd highly encourage you to think of something. There's so many things you can do. You don't have to do YouTube, but there's so many things you can do to build an online business. All it takes is time. So the sooner you get started and the more patient and consistent you are, you're going to do it. It's going to happen. I don't have any doubt. There's not a single person that can't make a successful or build a successful online business. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're ugly. I don't care if you're pretty. I don't care if you went to college. I don't care if you're smart, if you speak English or Spanish or whatever. Everyone can do it. There is room for everyone who actually wants to go out and get it and has the mindset and the patience to see it through. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Learn How Business Strategy Live. We will see you guys next week.